Hello, my name is Alison and I would like to welcome you to this episode of the Cambridge edition of the UAE Storytime. Don't forget to have your phones and tablets ready to scan the QR codes to see which characters are going to come to life in your story. Today's story is called The Best Little Bullfrog in the Forest. It's written by Ian Wybrow and illustrated by Natalie Smiley. In the damp leaves on the floor of the forest, a little bullfrog sat with his mother. They were watching a talent contest. "Can I be in it?" he asked. "Can you see the QR code? Let's scan it in to see who appears." "Look, it's the little bullfrog." "You're too little and too ugly," called Crested Cockatoo from up in a tree. "You have lumpy skin, not like my beautiful feathers. I'm going to win the talent contest." "Don't listen," said his mother. "He's showing off. You have lovely skin. Come on, let's go and find somewhere cool." As they hopped through the forest, a green parrot with a big red beak flew past and sat on a branch. "Look at that," said the little bullfrog. "I wish I could fly." "I am the best at flying," called Green-billed Parrot. "My green and blue feathers are beautiful, and my big bill is strong. I am going to win the talent contest." "I wish I was best at something," said the little bullfrog with a sigh. "Don't be upset," croaked his mother. "Let's find somewhere cool." They had not gone far when they found some doves singing. "Can I join in?" asked the little bullfrog. "I can sing." The little bullfrog croaked a song. "What a horrible noise!" cooed a zebra dove up in the branches. "Listen to me. Now that is a sweet song." "Listen to my song," called Spotted Dove. "It's much sweeter. I am going to win the talent contest." And off they flew. The little bullfrog was very upset. "It's true," he said. "My song sounds like a burp." "You have a lovely voice," said his mother. "Come along, let's go and catch some flies at the pool." They had a swim and ate some bugs. "Here's another QR code. Let's scan it in to see who we're going to meet next." "Look, it's a snake. Let's see what he is going to do." Just then, White-lipped Pit Viper came slithering towards them. "Look out!" croaked Mother. "Dive!" Quick as a flash, they swam to the bottom of the pool. They were safe. "I missed them. Where did they go? I can't believe it. I am the fastest snake in the forest," he hissed to himself. Suddenly, there was an even louder hiss from a much bigger snake. It was Spitting Cobra. "You're not the fastest," he hissed. "I can slither faster than you any day. Watch me. Ready, steady, go." And with that they slithered away. The little bullfrog popped up in the water. "Wow," he gasped, "they are nasty." Civet Cat was sleeping under a bush. All the noise woke her up. "Not as nasty as this," she said, and let out a very nasty smell. "I can scare off lots of animals with my smell." "That is disgusting," said the little bullfrog. "I wish I could make smells like that." Look, here's another QR code. Let's scan it in to see which animal we're going to meet next. Look, it's a Komodo dragon. Just then, the ground shook, and with a hiss louder than any snake, Komodo dragon charged towards them. "I'll show you, disgusting," he roared. His smell was worse than Civet Cat's. Komodo dragon flicked his tongue, and with a swish of his mighty tail, he bashed Civet Cat into the air. Then he opened his horrible jaws and gobbled her up. "Oh no," said the little bullfrog. "I'm not best at anything. I can't fly like parrot and cockatoo. I can't sing like the doves. I'm not as fast like the snakes. I don't stink like Civet Cat. I'm not disgusting like Komodo dragon. Tell me one thing I am best at." "Well, you escaped from the snakes, Civet Cat and Komodo dragon," said his mother. "You are the best at not getting eaten. You are just the right colour to hide from your enemies in the leaf litter. You are the best at hiding. You can swim and dive under the water. You are the best at saving your skin." "Hey, that's true," said the little bullfrog. "And when you sing, I know exactly who you are and where you are. You are the best little bullfrog in the forest." Suddenly, the little bullfrog felt very special. The end.
Hello, I'm author Peter Miller. This broadcast is coming from New Zealand. I'd like to read you a story. The story is called Power Cut, with the words by me, Peter Millett, and illustrations by Russ Daff. Chapter 1. It was an evening just like any other in the Chen family apartment. Mr. and Mrs. Chen were tired from working all day, and the children were busy playing on tablets. "Mum, can you play a game with me?" said Amy. "Dad, do you want to play battleships?" asked Ben. Suddenly, the lights went out. The apartment went completely dark. "Oh no, we have lost all our electricity," cried Mr. Chen. "There must be a power cut in the city," said Mrs. Chen. Chapter 2. "Is everybody okay?" asked Mr. Chen. "Yes, I'm okay," said Amy. "Wow, it's so dark in here," said Ben. "I've never seen a house like this before." Now, can you see the QR code on the screen? Set your camera, scan the code to see the object. You will see a torch, and you can use the torch for the rest of the story. Mr. Chen picked up his torch and turned it on, but there was only a small beam of light. "Oh no," groaned Mrs. Chen. "The batteries in this torch are not very good. I don't know how long this torchlight will last." The Chen family looked out of their apartment window. Mrs. Chen pointed at the sky. "Look at all the stars." "Wow, I can see so many," said Ben. Then Mrs. Chen wiped her forehead. "I'm feeling very hot," she said. "So am I," said Amy. "Who turned the heater on?" Mr. Chen frowned. "The heater is not on. The machine that keeps us cool has stopped working." Mrs. Chen went into the kitchen. "Oh no, the fridge is not working either," she cried. "All the food will be ruined." "And what about the freezer?" asked Ben. "The ice cream cake for Grandma is in there. It's a special treat for her." Chapter 3. "That's a big problem," said Amy. "The ice cream cake will melt if it gets warm." Just then, the torch went out. "And now we have an even bigger problem," said Mr. Chen. "Okay, can you see the QR code? Get your camera ready again. Scan the code to see the 3D object, and you will see a tablet which will help add some more light to the story." "Oh dear, what do we do now?" Mrs. Chen asked. Amy saw her tablet glowing in the corner of the room. "I have an idea," she said. She picked up her tablet and took it back into the kitchen. "This tablet light will last for a few hours," she said. "Luckily, I charged it up this morning." "What a clever idea," said Mr. Chen. "But what do we do about Grandma's melting ice cream cake?" he asked. "I can fix that problem," said Ben. The tablet gave enough light for Mrs. Chen to put the ice cream cake into bowls and find some spoons. "I'm sure Grandma wouldn't mind us eating it," said Ben. So the Chen family ate the cake and looked out the window at the stars. Chapter 4. When they had finished eating, the Chen family played a game counting the big stars in the sky. "This is so much fun," said Ben. "Can we do it again next time we have a power cut?" "Of course we can," laughed Mr. Chen. An hour later, the power came back on. The apartment started to cool down and the fridge began to work again. "All our problems are solved," said Mr. Chen. "But we still have one problem," laughed Mrs. Chen. "Who is going to tell Grandma that we ate her cake?" And as the last part of the story, if you can see the QR code, scan with your camera, you'll see a 3D object of Grandma's cake. Thank you for listening to my story.
Sully's Big Race by Alex Eales, illustrated by Alan Rogers. Little Sully the elephant liked to run. She had little legs and a round tummy. She did not run fast. Now, have you got your phone? Can you see that QR code? If you scan that code, let's meet Sully. There she is! Nice running outfit. Although those legs do look rather short and that tummy is a little round. Taz the cheetah liked to run too. He had long legs and he ran fast. Sully wanted to run fast like Taz. The animals laughed at her. "Slow coach Sully," they said. Sully was sad. She wanted to run fast too. One day, Taz said, "Let's have a race." "Okay," said Sully. "I will win. I will get to that big tree before you." Everyone laughed. "Slow coach Sully," said Taz. "Now hang on. Before Taz and Sully set off, grab your phone and scan the QR code again. There's the big tree they're heading for. Surely Taz will get to it first." They started to run. They ran across the long grass. Sully ran, but Taz ran faster and faster. "I must keep going," said Sully. "Oh no," she said. She looked up and saw Taz near the big tree. "I must keep going," she said. Taz looked at Sully and the two big rocks. "Slow coach Sully," he laughed. But Taz did not see the wet mud, and he ran into it. "There's another QR code. Scan that one." "Whoa, look at that muddy puddle. It's so thick and messy. Imagine being stuck in that." "Help me," he shouted. "I'm stuck." But Sully loved the mud and ran past him. Sully got to the big tree. "Sully is the winner," said the animals. She kept going all the way to the tree. All the animals cheered, and no one called Sully a slow coach ever again. The end.